The New York Times came out with a bombshell story yesterday based on information from 3 unnamed sources, which of course is never what we want, but it's what we got. 3 unnamed sources who say that Donald Trump personally called Rudy Giuliani to have him reach out to the Department of Homeland Security to see if they could confiscate the voting machines used in the 2020 election. This is the first time that Donald Trump has been directly implicated in this plot, and it shows, if these sources are accurate and correct, that he in fact was the guy at the top issuing these orders. Now, if you'll remember, last month we did have the report that came out, that showed that there was a draft memo, a draft executive order, where Donald Trump was going to order the Pentagon to go out there and seize the voting machines. He ultimately decided against it. And then, of course, at one point he did inquire, according to reports, about using the DOJ to go out there and confiscate the voting machines, but he was told, nope, they can't do that either. So, of course, then he reaches out to Giuliani, who reaches out to the Department of Homeland Security and says, hey, can you go out there and confiscate the voting machines? Because, of course, election integrity is in the homeland, and we want it to be secure, so why would Homeland Security not be the right department to do it? I guarantee you that was their line of thinking there, by the way. Luckily, Ken Cuccinelli, who was the Secretary of the Department of Homeland Security, informed Rudy Giuliani that, I can't do that. So Giuliani went to Trump and said, hey, we cannot go this route. Cuccinelli says no, so it is what it is, Donnie. We can't do any of this. Again, though, this is the first time that Donald Trump has been directly implicated in the plot. And I say that because there's no, as we know it, Select Committee may have other intelligence, there's no information that we have that confirms that Donald Trump is the one who drafted the executive order, or if it was even drafted with his knowledge. So, yes, there is a distinction to be made there. So within the last 6 days, we have confirmation from Donald Trump himself that he wanted Mike Pence to overturn the results of the election. We have 3 different corroborating witnesses that say that Donald Trump called Giuliani to get Homeland Security to confiscate the voting machines. How much more do we need? I know the Select Committee is doing all that they can, but of course another report from Politico this week said that, oops, they're kind of admitting they're in over their heads. When is the DOJ going to get involved here? When are they going to start doing their job? And I'm sick and tired of people on social media telling me, oh, be patient, trust the process. No, I don't trust the process. No, I'm not going to be patient. Y'all realize what these new reports just from the last 4 days mean? It means that we were this close to basically having this country overthrown. And I don't say that lightly. And I'm not speaking in hyperbole. I'm not making a mountain out of a molehill. Folks, that's what happened. That's what this man was trying to do. And if we don't take it seriously, if the DOJ doesn't come out and at least make an announcement saying, we're looking into this, don't worry, then yes, I'm going to call them out every single day until they do it. Because we can't just sit here and even think that nothing is being done about this. Because if he did it once, he'll do it again. Except this time, he'll have the benefit of learning from his past mistakes. So think about it. If Donald Trump were to get into office again, he knows the kind of people willing to do the kinds of things he needs them to do that he would put in these positions. He would make sure that anyone he put in as Attorney General, as Secretary of Homeland Security, at the head of any other agency, would do whatever he told them to do, whether it was legal or not. That is what we're dealing with. That is what we could be looking at after the 2024 presidential election if he runs and wins again. He's not going to make the same mistakes twice. He absolutely will not. He will come back more bitter, more angry, more authoritarian, and he'll make damn sure that everybody he puts in power will do whatever it takes to keep him in power for as long as he wants it. Constitution be damned. Term limits be damned. You think a guy like Trump is going to be bothered by a little thing like term limits when he wasn't even bothered by the fact that he lost the presidential election by 8 million votes? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. These are terrifying reports, and we need to treat them as such. We don't need to be in full-blown panic, but there does need to be a sense of urgency right now. And unfortunately, I'm not seeing that from the DOJ, and that's really starting to piss me off.